matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Throwing on the first play is Corral. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Room here to run. Take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On is the punter, Johnston, now, as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. Got a man complete. It's Hamlin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Hubbard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Corral complete quickly out wide here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mills. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mills to throw it. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Corral. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mills. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Really nice Nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Corral. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Got his man, it's London. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Mills again. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Mills now. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing, Mills. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Corral. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down throw here for Corral. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Pierce will try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Mills on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. first down throw for Mills. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to the ground with Pierce. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That's complete left side to Gray. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Corral. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mills. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on.
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mills. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Looking to throw. Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mills to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Corral with it on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 45 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 27, Mills gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. On 1st and 10, Mills.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positive.